Namaste everybody, Irina here. Thank you for joining and welcome to this video where we're going to work on the third energy center of the body. So this is the third chakra, Manipura, the Sanskrit name of it, and it's also known as the solar plexus or navel chakra. So if you take the belly button, navel, about 4 fingers above, below the rib cage, it could be the physical location of this chakra within the physical body. However, do remember that when we're talking about prana, energy, and 7 chakras, they are located not in the gross body, but in pranic or astral body. What is this energy about? Well, it's a samana energy, and this is the energy of digestion and metabolism. So having a balanced energy in this chakra from the physical point of view, it means that you have a healthy relationship to food, the digestion is working fine, you have no unhealthy relationship with the food that leads into overeating, emotional eating, which leads then into the being overweight and obese. So from the emotional point of view, the balanced energy and balanced chakra means that we are confident, we have a healthy self-esteem, we set the boundaries, we can communicate to people our needs, and we can express that in a very firm manner and set up the boundaries and set up certain expectations. So there are deficiencies and blockages in these chakras. So, and in this video I'd like to focus on the work with the physical body through the practice of yoga to try to balance out the energy and remove all of the blockages. So I invite you to take a cross-legged seated position. In today's video I'm using the block and I'm elevating the pelvis. If you do have anything to hand, you can also position it underneath the sit bones so the knees could drop. So you can take a Sukhasana, easy posture, or if you are practicing lotus or half lotus, please use those asanas. This is a video for all levels of yoga students. Okay, so let's bring the gaze inwards. Position your hands on the knees, keeping the back straight, softening through the facial muscles. Start noticing the sounds around you, the close sounds within the space that you are in, the distant sounds. Pay attention to the silence between the words. Bring attention into the space between the distant sounds. Bringing awareness into the breath. Deepen the inhalations and deepen the exhalations. Bring your awareness into the space above the navel and just below the rib cage. Imagine a hot, warm ball of energy in that space, radiating and emanating the heat throughout the body. Feel it expanding. Throughout the practice, you can bring your awareness into that energy center and work not only through the physical method, but using the visualization, using the mental method to work on that chakra. Let's bring the arms above the head. You can keep your gaze closed if you wish. Bring the palms together, move the shoulders away from the ears, energize through your arms, and then bring them apart, bring them down. Bring your left hand onto the floor with your right arm goes up, and we can bend the left elbow and take a side stretch. Keeping your chest open, then changing to the other side. Trying to keep both of the knees on the floor so the stretch can come up from the waist, up the side of the body, and the energy is shooting through the fingers. Back into the center, twist towards the left, and twist towards the right. Back into the center, bringing the circular movement into the shoulders. You can try to increase that imaginary circle that you're trying to draw with both of your shoulders. And change the rotation to the other side. And back into the neutral. Let's get into the tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees are width hip apart, ankles are extended. So creating that straight line between the hands and the shoulder joint. Inhale, let's bring the shoulders back, retract them, stretch through the throat. Exhale, round through the back, look at the navel. Inhaling. Let's arch and exhale, round, push the mat away. Your shoulder blades trying to be as further away as possible, navel drawn in. And then on the inhale, we're bringing the shoulder blades back together, stretching through the throat. Remember to soften through the elbows. Avoid hyperextension, and then here we're pressing the mat away and rounding through the back. Let's tuck the toes. Let's lift the knees off the floor, and we're gonna start pedaling through the feet. Make sure that your fingers are spread. We're warming up the ankles. And here we're going to bring the weight forward, come on the tippy toes, and again create the space in the upper body. Move the shoulders away, round through the back, and then press back and pedal through the feet. Okay, inhale once again, bringing the weight forward, tippy toes, creating the space, navel drawn in, and pressing back. If you still need that movement into the ankles, keep pedaling through the feet. Inhale once again, rounding and pressing back. I'm gonna walk the feet forward, leave some space in front of the mat. Hang there. You can hug the elbows, keeping your knees soft. Remember to avoid hyperextension in the knees. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. If you need to use the block, it could be just shorter edge, or you can use the longer edge. Lengthening through the spine, exhale, folding, and inhale all the way up, palms to touch, exhale through the center, inhale. Let's bring the arms up, salute the sun, look at the thumbs, exhale, fold forward, round through the back. Inhale, halfway left, plant your hands, step into the plank. Right, from here, let's do first modified chaturanga. So we're gonna drop the knees, and then we're gonna bend the elbows, and at the end, where you're pretty much at the end, we're gonna glide up into the up dog. Straighten the arms, roll the shoulders back, straight through the throat, tug the toes, and press into the down dog. Move your feet either slightly away, or you can bring them closer. It depends on what you'd like to achieve in the hamstrings, in the back of the legs. You want maybe a bigger stretch. It means that the feet will walk slightly back. If you want to focus on the front, lengthening the back muscles, opening through the underarms, then we're trying to press the mat away and feeling the whole body working. You can bring the navel in, so engaging your second bandha, second lock. Simultaneously, you're squeezing the perineum. You're working with the first lock as well. And then bend the knees, look forward, prepare to step, walk or jump. Inhale, halfway lengthening. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way up. And exhale through the center. Inhale, sit into Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding forward. Inhale, halfway left. Plant your hands, plank. From here, we do full chaturanga. If you need to modify, then do the modification with the bent knees. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, down dog. Right leg up. Step forward, round through the back. Find here the space to bring that foot, place it in front of you. Anjaneyasana. Look up. Plant your hands, step, plank, stabilize the shoulders, chaturanga, into the up dog. Tuck the toes, down dog, left leg up, use the momentum, bring it forward, create the space in front of the body so you can step through. Inhale, stability, and then bringing the shoulders back. Looking up, plant your hands, plank, chaturanga, into the up dog. Tuck the toes, into the down dog. 5 breaths. Start feeling heat generated in the body. Breathing deeply through the nose. The gaze could be closed. You can bring awareness into that third energy center, just below the rib cage, above the navel. Bend the knees, exhalation here. Jump, step, walk. Inhale into the halfway left. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up. And exhale through the center. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step into the plank. If you don't want chaturanga, remember this. Then you're lowering and pretty much then you're gliding up. You're rolling the shoulders back and you're opening through the chest and you're looking up. Tuck the toes, down dog, right leg up, look forward, create the space, step forward, place it in the middle of the mat, rotate your foot out, come up, Virabhadrasana B, Warrior 2, outside rotation of both of the hips, extend through the arms. Your drishti is past the fingertips, engage the solar plexus, draw the navel in, strong connection to the perineum and to the second bandha. Okay, let's turn the right foot in and left foot out. So you're pivoting and then you're bringing your warrior into the left side. Remember, the knee follows the first and the second toe. Don't go too far. This is going to be hyperextension. Knee above the ankle, or if that's too much, go just 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees on the knee. Remember, shoulders away from the ears, straight line. Pivot, right side, the same position of the feet, right 12 o'clock, back I would say 9 p.m. but this time we're going to bring the elbow, we're going to bend the knee and elbow is on the thigh, going to windmill the arm, Utthita Parshvakonasana, and breathe deeply. You can close the gaze or you can open. Keep pressing with the back foot into the mat. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. Pivot. 90-degree angle. Elbow. Keep elongating in the back. Keep the chest open. Windmill. So we want to rotate the trunk out towards the right side. Strong connection through both of the feet into the ground. If you're finding that your arm glued to the ear, move it away. Twist in the neck. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up, pivot, step forward. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, rounding through the back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Plant your hands, plank. Let's hold the plank and here stabilize the shoulders. If you're finding that your bum is quite high and you don't really engage with the navel, with the solar plexus, it means that you need to shift the weight. And at the point where that shift encourages you to use the core muscles, bingo, that's what you want here to achieve in the plank. Let's get Chaturanga. Into the up dog. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Bend the knees. Exhale here. Jump, step, walk. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Separate the feet with hip apart. We're going to hook the big toe with middle index fingers and we're going to go into Padangusthasana. So inhale, let's lengthen in the upper body. And on the exhale, we're going to hinge from the hips. I'm trying not to lose the length in my back. And then elbows to the sides, shoulders away from the ears. Knees could be soft, they can be really bent. All depends on the hamstring here.
how stretchy and how flexible the hamstrings are. This is your range of movement. Remember, perineum squeeze, navel drawn in. Inhale halfway, release your bind, and bring the hands under the feet, palms up. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows. And here, again, you're bringing the chest towards the thighs, and you can shift your weight, maybe going a little bit further, maybe backward. Play with it. Pay attention to the silence between the breaths, to the space between your breaths. Very gently release the hands. Inhale, let's do Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, plant your hands, step into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Down dog. And let's transition into the seated. That can be achieved by crossing the legs and then extending them forward. Okay. Forward fold. Or Western fold, actually, Paschimottanasana. Okay, I'm wiggling here, so I want to ensure that I'm rooting down with the sit bones into the mat. I already feel a lot of energy, lots of hits in the body. So let's use it up. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Right, the position of your hands. Well, it could be really different for different people. So that could be ankles. If you're quite comfortable with ankles, and maybe you can move the hands slightly away without losing the length in the spine. You can try that, ensuring that your feet are flexed. The knees, you can soften the knees. It means that we're going to release the hamstrings and we can go slightly further into the fold and working on the stretching the lower back muscles. You can hook the big toe, and this is traditional Ashtanga, Paschimottanasana, a variation. And releasing. Okay, let's get into Purvottanasana, reverse plank pose, strong pose. So let's get into the elbows first. Okay, where are my elbows? Okay, I'm gonna shift my hands to that place. You can use the modification. Modification means you can bring the knees into the flexion, or you can go into the full reverse plank. The key here is to engage your glutes as much as possible. So we are putting a lot of weight into the hands, so being careful if you've got any conditions, especially osteoarthritis, osteoporosis. And remember, inhale and engage your glutes. Stretch through the throat. Keep shooting the hips up and keep engaging the lower part of the body. Very gently coming out straight away. Let's bring into the flexion the knees and positioning your back on the floor and doing a bit of massage here. Okay, bring the knees together. We're gonna go forward. So we're gonna rock forward and we're gonna catch the balance, so you're preparing for Navasana, the boat pose. Go forward, bring the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, trying to keep the back straight. Keep breathing, engaging here the solar plexus. Remember, if you're finding that you're balancing on the coccyx, then you need to adjust the position. You can release the arms. It means that you have to engage. You have to really, you'll feel it in the solar plexus. If you want to have a support, keep supporting it with your hands, and then gently release the legs forward. Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're going to go into the spinal twist, starting on the right side. Right foot to the right buttocks. Then we're going to cross, and we're going to keep it flat on the mat. So your extended leg, it can stay straight. If the range of movement allows you, you can bring it to the right buttocks. So the left heel to the right buttocks. So we're going to be twisting towards the right side. Let's open up the shoulder first. So arm up, your right arm behind you, and the left elbow goes inside of the thigh. We keep opening through the chest, and we keep rolling the shoulders back. So trying not to round and squash here in the chest area. Keep it open. It's also a beautiful heart opening asana that we're working on Anahata, as well as having that twist and manipulating energy in Manipura. Okay, release. Just a counter twist to decompress. Unravel the legs, start again on the left side. Cross, keep it flat. Right heel towards the left buttocks. Okay, left side, that's where the twist comes. It means the left arm goes up, behind, keep rotating the shoulder out, and with your right elbow, press into the thigh. You can keep the gaze closed, or you can just try to look over the left shoulder. Important to find your static drishti, non-moving point. Where can you direct your gaze? Release back into the center. Counter twist. Back into the center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Move the heels away from the groin. Baddha Konasana B variation. Interlace the fingers. Plant your hands on the top of the toes. Inhale. And on the exhale, fold forward, round through the back here. And allow the body to go to any point in space. Bring awareness into the heartbeat. Bring awareness into the breath. Find the space between the breaths. Very gently peel the forehead of the floor, coming back into Sukhasana, the easy posture. Could be Ardha Padmasana, could be full lotus if you're only practicing one. Hands on the knees. Pay attention to the sensation in the body. Bring awareness into the heart.
slow down the heart rate. And by slowing down the breath, tapping into that parasympathetic rest and digest part of the nervous system. And listen to the space between the words. Listen to the silence between the sounds. Very gently open the gaze. Bring palms together in front of the heart. And to finish off the practice, if you wish to do so, you can bow forward. Namaste.